Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you don't know me or haven't watched any of my videos before, my name is Kendra. I am a work from home editor who lives in Pigeon, Tennessee, and I edit for 2 different channels here on YouTube. And today I thought I would show you guys how I stay organized as a work from home editor. Now, before I get into the video, I want to remind you guys to please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. I also want to remind you guys that I have other playlists on my channel, including art progressions, college tips, day in the life, all kinds of different stuff on there, so make sure you check out my other playlists. Go ahead and give this video a like, and let's get into it. Alright guys, so like I said, I edit for 2 different channels here on YouTube. So that is Everything Auto's channel, as well as my personal channel here on YouTube, that is Kendra K. 2 totally different channels. Very different content on either one of those channels. So for Everything Auto's channel, we do at least 3 videos a week, and sometimes we post random videos on Sunday, whether that be product reviews or extra videos, things that we would do like a sneak peek for. Sometimes we will post things on Sundays. On my channel, I kind of just post whenever I have the time. So today I kind of want to show you guys how I stay organized when I am working from home. Firstly, I have 2 different books here. This one right here is just a regular planner. Not only do I put in what videos are airing on what day whenever I finish them, I also use the planner to schedule different things that I have that I need to do in my daily life. I keep track of when I go to the gym, when I get my nails done. This week I was working on the day in the life video. I had to take my dog to the vet, so different things that I put in the planner. So I don't only use that for scheduling videos, but I do like to use it to keep track of what videos are airing on what day and when I need to work on things. So since I do at least 3 videos a week, sometimes 4 or 5, I like to do at least a video a day and have a couple of off days. If not, I will work in little pockets of time throughout my week, just whenever I have the chance, and work on those videos. Some videos take longer than others, so it's always nice to have that flexibility to be able to work from home and just be able to work when I need to and do other things when I need to, because obviously I have other things going on. So in terms of the SD card hookup here, I do have a flash drive that has 2 external inputs or outputs. So one is for a micro SD card, which is where I have an external hard drive, just extra storage for the videos I create on a weekly basis. And then I have this little adapter here for a micro SD that goes in the main SD slot. And this is for the video cards that I have yet to edit or am in the process of editing. I edit the videos and I use Wondershare Filmora for my editing process. So it looks like this right here. This is Wondershare Filmora, and I use X. It's just the latest version that I use there for editing. And then I use Canva, just an external website. You can get it in app form as well for the thumbnails. The subscription for that is, I believe, $12 a month. But then I'm able to make thumbnails like this, which I think look more visually appealing, especially to people who have yet to see a video from our channel, one of our channels. So I do use this to access the SD cards. I use Wondershare Filmora to edit, and I use Canva for the thumbnails. Now, in terms of organizing the SD cards, because sometimes I'm sent multiple SD cards at a time, it's hard to keep track of them. And then I keep the SD cards that I've already done editing for at least a week, up until those videos are able to be reviewed and checked and make sure that they don't need to be re-edited or nothing needs to, happen with those videos. They're good to go and ready to air on YouTube. So I make sure I keep the raw footage up until either the video airs or up until it is okay by my other channel members. So I make sure that I keep those just for backup. If you happen to be editing for YouTube or some other platform and you accidentally clear the SD card before you're done using it, or something happens to it, it's damaged, or maybe you rewatch the video and you realize that it needs to be edited in some way, I use Disk Drill, which is a program on just any software you can get. Basically, it will bring the videos back from the SD card. So if you have for some reason deleted them or lost access to them, it will bring them back to the SD card, and then you can use that raw footage again. I have had to do that on a few occasions. Now, in terms of the editing process, so I have this book right here that I use during the editing process. And I use this book to keep track of the file names that are on the SD card to make sure that I know what each file is and which files I've used for which videos, and the title and the project name and everything like that. As you can see, there's a piece of tape here. I tape the used SD cards to the page that I was writing the information on, and I make sure that I note which videos came from that SD card before I clear it. I make sure that it's okayed with my other team members before I clear the SD card, and this is how I keep track of which SD cards have which videos on them. So, for example, this SD card, which has already been cleared because these videos have already aired on YouTube, it was taped here, and then once they were okayed and watched by my other channel members, I go ahead and I clear that SD card and I return it. So this is like super old videos. By the time that you guys, these have already aired on YouTube, and by the time that you guys see this video, they'll be very old. But I keep track of the gigabyte of the SD, what color it is, the date that the footage begins when they start recording on it. I write down the file names of the clips that I've used. So for example, when they have the same ending numbers but they have ascending beginning numbers, that means it's one continuous clip that the GoPro has recorded. So I make sure that I group those together, and I make sure that if something has happened to one of the clips, or it's super short, or I'm not going to use it, I note that here in my book, and I make sure that I know if I were to go back and flip to see what happened to that clip, I would have it noted somewhere, why I didn't use it or what happened to it. I title the project in Wondershare Filmora, and I make sure that I can keep track of the title name, because sometimes the project title is different from the name that it eventually gets. As you can see here, most of the time I haven't gotten through the SD card when I first open it, so I kind of just title it whatever the first thing comes to mind. This SD card had the Rogue Snowstorm clips on it, so I titled it Snow in March ? And then the first little bit of the SD card here, I titled A Busy Night on Wiley Oakley, because that was the first clip that was on the SD card. So that's how I keep track of the title name in Wondershare, as well as the actual title of the clip that I end up using. And I make sure I try to keep all of the clips from the SD card on one continuous page. I separate the videos with this line right here. So these clips are for one video and these clips are for one video. And then in this case, I believe I had to keep going. So continuing this SD card because I used up that page, and I write down all the clips and then what the name of the video is. Sometimes I note how long the video is because I try to keep the videos 30 minutes, if not 45 minutes, sometimes more. So I try to make sure that the videos are at least 30 minutes long, but sometimes that just doesn't work in cases where I've got the next thing on the SD card is a whole bunch of clips that are one continuous video that needs to be a separate video. So I try to keep them organized in that way. Sometimes I'll write what I think the title should be as I'm going along, and it's not like a set in stone title, but it's like a, you know, here's a little thing that I think would be funny if that was the name of the video. I'll see this clip. I didn't use this clip because that was a clip where they were changing the battery of the GoPro and there was no actual action in that video, in that clip right there. And I also note if there needs to be a card in the YouTube video, a card to a different video that we've done before, I will star that and I'll put that information here on the opposite page. What time in the video that the that the video card needs to be shown in YouTube, and what card the video is for. So for example, while you're watching the YouTube video, this one would be daylight savings winching at 12:50. When you watch it on YouTube, there should be a little card in the top right hand corner for the Honda Odyssey video, because they referenced that at 12:50. So I make sure that I keep track of that for when I upload the video into YouTube. And there was another SD card here. So this was the Indigo Lane video that just aired a few weeks ago. As you can see here, I've noted that you can delete this SD card after you watch Daylight Savings and Traction Control. So that one has already been deleted because those videos have already posted to YouTube. So that's just a little short recap of how I keep organized when I'm editing my videos. It may be a little bit messy, but it works for me and it keeps me organized, and I make sure that I can keep track of what needs to happen in the video once it's uploaded to YouTube. If something were to happen, for example, we had an issue with Stuck on the Mountain Part 3 where I had already cleared the SD card, but the sound was missing from the video when I uploaded it to YouTube, so I had to disk drill that SD card and bring those clips back to the SD card to return them to Wondershare Filmora and export the video once more. And it was very helpful to have written down which clips I used for that video, so I knew which clips exactly I needed to bring back with disk drill, so I didn't have to refurbish the entire SD card. I only had to grab a few select clips for that video specifically. So that is useful if, you know, something like that happens. You hope that it doesn't, and you make sure you take precautions to ensure that doesn't happen, but sometimes it does. So it's good to know which clips you used, which SD card it was, the date of the video when it started recording, the project title, and sometimes it's different from the actual title of the video. So all of that information I make sure that I keep in this book here. And then once the video is uploaded to YouTube and okayed by my team, I write it in here, and I make sure that I write the video title on the day that it's planning on airing. So for example, Monday was Severe Storms in Sevierville on March 7th, and then Wednesday and Friday, these two videos. And then on that Sunday, we had an extra video of the Redibus radio review. So that is just one example of a week in my life. Like I said, we do at least 3 videos a week, and right now I believe I am 7 or 8 videos ahead of schedule, so I try to make sure that I have plenty of time in between when the video is uploaded to YouTube and when it actually airs on YouTube. I also want to note I'm blocking over here future video content because I don't want to do any spoilers, but I do have a folder on my desktop called Wondershare Filmora, and in that folder I have a couple of different things. So in this folder I keep all of the end caps for the video. So at the very end you'll see a merch end cap for Everything Autos, as well as like a social media end cap. So it has all of our social media accounts and handles on there. I keep those photos in this folder so I can use them when I'm editing. I put thumbnails in here up until I'm done using them, so once the video has aired I will go ahead and delete that thumbnail. They're always saved in Canva, but I like to have a copy of them for just social media purposes, as well as just easy access when I'm uploading to YouTube. And then sometimes I'll put some extra things in here. Obviously I have an Excel spreadsheet where I keep track of all of the videos that I make for this channel, because it is my full-time job, so I keep track of what date I started the video, when I made it, if I've been paid for it. I keep track of payroll on that Excel spreadsheet, and I keep track of whether or not it's been uploaded and either unlisted or public. So I keep track of all that information in a spreadsheet, and that is in here. I also have a separate folder inside this one for my own and then Everything Auto, so that all of that information is kept separate. But that's how I organize my desktop over here. I don't want to show this side over here because that is future video content, but I just wanted to show you guys that folder. Alright guys, so that is a short recap of how I stay organized as a work from home editor in Pigeon Forge. Let me know what you guys think. If you think maybe you have suggestions on how I could stay better organized, or maybe there are some tips in here that you would like to use if you are also a creator or edit for some other platform. Let me know. Don't forget to like this video, comment down below your suggestions or things that you took away from this video. Make sure you subscribe not only to my channel but also Everything Auto's channel, who I edit for. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!